All right, all right. Welcome everyone to the first ever episode of Stories on Rosé. I'm so excited to have you tuned in. My name is Sarah. I'll be your host, and I'm joined by Rouba and Marcy to tell you the original stories of the most popular fairy tales we're so familiar with. Expect some dark twists, weird facts, and a whole lot of judgment. So pour yourself a drink or two and let's get to it. A little disclaimer before we get started, this episode has been recorded remotely, so there might be some audio glitches, but hopefully it will not interfere with your listening experience. Ladies, hello.
Hello.
Hello. So today we're starting with one of the most popular stories out there, and it's the Cinderella story.
Cinderella. Nice.
Love it.
Our good friend Cinderella.
Oh, yeah.
So the story starts with a man and his wife who live together and they have a daughter. Live happy, all is good, relax, whatever. But then the plague hits their town, their village, which, we were in the times of plagues.
Kind of like now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need a new plague. Yeah.
Dwight Schrute, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the plague hit and the mom got sick and she was about to die. But before she dies, she calls on her daughter and she's like, listen, girl, don't worry. Before I die, I want to tell you that you need to plant a tree on my grave. And every time you wish for something, I'm going to grant it for you. You just need to stay good and pure.
Oh, good.
What does she
And pure.
mean by pure?
I
Don't lose your V card.
Yeah, there it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
I had to say it, but that's the Brothers
There
Grimm
it
for
is.
you.
We're starting off strong with this one.
So Cinderella did that. Oh, sorry, her name is not Cinderella yet.
Oh, okay.
She's just a kid at this point. She's just a daughter.
No name.
No name. No name kid. So the mom dies. The kid plants that tree and she waters it with her tears.
Oh, devastating.
On purpose?
Well, yeah, it's magical tears.
Right.
So, okay. I'm not even going to go there, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Sure. Tears. Magic tears. And the tree
Okay.
grows. Okay? Not even a year
Yeah.
later, the dad, goes on and marries another woman.
He doesn't want to take care of his daughter. Someone else can
He
do
needs a
that.
wife.
He needs
Yeah.
a woman.
Tend to the house.
Yeah.
So he marries that woman, and that woman has already two kids of her own, two daughters of her own. So one mishap that Disney, put into our minds is that the stepsisters are ugly, but apparently they're really beautiful.
Oh, plot twist.
But they actually
Okay.
have ugly hearts.
Okay.
Their way of saying,
Evil.
Makes sense.
evil. Their way of saying, if it's not pretty from the inside, it's not pretty from the outside.
Which,
Yes.
they're not wrong. No, we don't agree with me?
No, of course we do.
Your insides doesn't reflect on your
Yes.
outsides? I don't know,
Yes,
maybe.
it does, but sometimes.
So the girls were beautiful, but they were ugly from the inside, from the heart. And the woman, as soon as she got married, like as soon as she got a ring on it, she switched with the daughter, with the daughter, with the guy's daughter.
Yeah.
She switched. She's like, I got a ring on it. I don't need to pretend no more. Let me treat her like a little piece of shit. And that's what happens. And obviously, her daughters reflect that behavior onto that girl as well. So they treat her really badly. They insult her, yell at her. They get her to dress really raggedy. They make her do chores around the house. Basically, exactly how we know how they treat Cinderella in general. So the king of the kingdom, where the village and the town where the story is happening, decides to have a 3 days ball, and this ball is set up to find a wife for his son, the prince. So, serious rave style, the ball is happening, it's all fancy schmancy, and all the women of the kingdom are invited. Obviously, everyone except for the girl.
The no name.
The no.
Good for the king, opening it up, not keeping it in the royalty, just opening it up to
Why not?
the people.
A man before his time.
Yeah, props.
If only the technology existed, I think he had Tinder done for him.
So wait, okay, so also, question. The father is still alive when this is all happening, or did the father die yet?
No.
Or does he not die in this
Really,
version?
really good question, Marcy. Thank you for asking that.
Okay.
The dad is non-existent in the story.
So he's alive.
Wow.
He's alive and he just doesn't care.
He's just not there.
He's just not part of this.
He sees his daughter being mistreated, or he traveled, or I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on or he showed up one day, he opened the door, he saw all this shit, and he's like, not for me. And he just skedaddled out of there.
Leaving his daughter.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't, he's not dad of the year, that's for sure.
This is very on brand for the Grimm.
Exactly.
In terms of absentee father.
100%.
So the king is doing that ball for his son, so that he can meet his wife. The dad is inexistent. Okay. And everybody's invited. The stepsisters are invited. And voila, they're getting ready. They're super psyched. They're going to the ball. They're going to party their asses off. And they're going to try to get it on with the prince.
Question. Was this no name not invited? Or was she invited, but they didn't tell her about it? Or did they tell her about it?
She knew that the ball is happening. They didn't hide the fact that, but she was grounded, punished. She was
okay.
Detained.
But the prince technically invited her.
I mean,
all the maidens of the land.
Okay. Except she wasn't allowed to go. Okay.
Marcy coined the 19th century lingo.
I've been watching a lot of Bridgerton, and also so balls and maidens are kind of my vibe right now.
So technically all the maidens of the land, and Cinderella was not supposed to be there. So Cinderella comes from the German word Aschenputtel, and it means someone who's always dirty. It's because she would always be working, and they would always throw some of her food in the ashes. So for her to grab that food, she would always have ash on her face. So she'd always be dirty. And that's where the name comes from. And if you Google translate Aschenputtel, you would get Cinderella as an English translation. So that's
so sad.
So that's where the name comes from. And Cinderella was not allowed to go.
Okay.
What hurts even more is that she helps her stepsisters get ready for the ball.
Aww.
But she wasn't.
She probably had to make their dresses.
Probably. Or wash their hair or something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Aww.
So they go. Cinderella stays home. She has a chore to do. Something about picking lentil or peas from something else. I really don't understand the chore that they would give her, because it's really ridiculous. So
something with a legume.
100%.
Picking legumes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's doing that, and then two birds fly in from the window, and they place themselves next to Cinderella, and they're like, "Hey, Cindy, would you like some help?" So the birds are talking.
Oh, okay. So there are talking animals in this
version.
Yes.
Oh, good.
So it's not completely made up. And
we like the talking animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two birds. These are the only animals we see across the story. It's just the birds. So they start pecking onto the legumes, and like in 15 minutes they're done. They did the chore that she was asked to do, and all soup, like they would keep the ones that are good and eat the ones that were not good. So win-win situation.
Well done.
Well done.
And they told Cinderella, girl, go up at the pigeon coop, go check out what's happening at the ball and all of that. So she goes and she checks out what's happening, and she sees her sisters dancing with the prince.
Oh, so it's already happening.
Yes, the ball is
They're
happening.
already there. Okay.
Yes. Oh, did I not mention that? So the stepsisters go to the ball.
Right.
Cinderella's left in the house, and that's what happens. So she's checking them out. I don't know how close the house is, or if Cinderella has like 20/20 vision, because she's seeing right into the castle.
Seriously. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that my stepsister?
Okay.
Like they're exactly there
like...
dancing with the... Okay.
Oh, with the prince.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what that is.
Wow. Eagle eye vision Cinderella. Okay.
She can see it.
With like a telescope.
Made out of toilet paper rolls.
Yeah, like the little... like she has the cans with the string to hear.
She takes a bird and she's like, take it there. Take it closer.
Take it closer. Go.
Oh, come on. I can see them.
Like carrying little leaves to like conceal herself.
That's how close she was.
Love it. Okay, good.
So she checks them out, and the night passes. The sisters are back, and they're jolly as fuck. They're happy. They've danced all night with the prince, and they came back with this impression that the prince is gonna choose one of them. That's his bride.
Here we go.
And Cinderella's like, and they're talking to her. They're kind of rubbing it in her face. And Cinderella is like, yeah, I saw you like from the pigeon coop. Because she's an idiot. Because she thinks that her stepsisters are going to be like, oh, cool. Which, obviously, they weren't. They destroyed the pigeon coop. And they're like, you don't get to see us. You don't get to see
Why? What's the big deal? What?
I mean, it's very on brand.
Yeah, but why not be able to see them? Like, don't look at us? Like, they need their privacy? Like, what?
Seeing us is a privilege.
Seeing us is a privilege.
Watching us live our lives
is a privilege.
Wow. That's harsh. Also, like, that's a lot of effort just for, like, one person not to see you. Like, just, I'm gonna destroy a chicken coop.
Also, though, but, like, for that one time, like...
For that one time. In 2 days, it's over.
Done.
Like...
That's so true.
Oh my god. And then also, what happens to all the chickens? Like, where do they go?
Yeah.
It's a pigeon coop, so basically...
Oh, pigeons! They flew away!
What if they were, like, you know how they used to send letters with pigeons? Maybe they were, like...
Oh, yeah, carrier pigeons.
No, they're probably like dinner.
I was gonna say postal pigeons, but yeah, carrier pigeons, that's what it is.
Yeah. The OG Postmates. So it's like your kitchen, your pigeon comes to you and you shoot it yourself to eat.
That actually makes a lot more sense than them being carrier pigeons. My question is what their mom said. It's like, fuck you! We had dinner!
Yeah, seriously! Wouldn't mom be mad?
Yeah.
It was a cool
what are we having for dinner now? Like, yeah.
Pigeons.
No pigeon. Mom's like, it's fine. The prince better marry one of you. So now we don't have to worry about food ever again.
Well, now the stress is higher. Now, like, the stakes are so much higher for the sisters to get, like, to link up with the prince. The next night, the same thing is happening. The ladies are getting ready for the second night of the ball. And Cinderella's left behind, obviously, but now she doesn't even have a pigeon coop to look from. Yeah. So they leave, and Cinderella attends to her chores, which once again she gets assistance from the pigeons of the birds. I think they're pigeons, but I'm gonna call them birds, just to
different.
Just to make sure. I'm not saying they're pigeons and they're not. people are sensitive. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Don't get your birds wrong.
We don't want to insult any birds.
Don't get your birds wrong.
So the birds fly in, and Cinderella's like, hey guys, what's going on? They help her again. They start pecking those legumes, and in 15 minutes they're done. Now, what's surprising is that they suggest for the first time, instead of suggesting it the night before, they suggested it the second night, and they're like, Cinderella, do you want to go to the ball? And Cinderella is like, oh my god, yes, of course, but how? Look what I'm wearing. I can't. Look, my hair, my face. No, I can't. No puedo, no puedo. The birds, no puedo. And the birds tell her, girl, go shake that tree that you planted years ago on your mom's grave.
Hold up!
Oh, wow.
How do they know, though?
My question...
Hashtag stalker birds.
But my question is, how did Cinderella didn't know? Her mom, before she died, she's like, whatever wish you have, I'll grant you. Yeah, just shake that tree.
And also, no limit on how many wishes?
There are no rules to this tree. It's just a...
So she has unlimited amounts of wishes that she's never used.
No. Which is...
Wish number 1, my dad doesn't marry her.
Yeah, exactly. Wish number 2, get me out of this place.
Wish number 3, marry the prince. Yeah. Why even go to the ball?
Number 4, a house by myself, away from all those crazies.
Yeah.
Okay, but assuming that the tree,
for the sake of the story, she didn't even have to watch from the pigeon coop the night before. This is just mean. Everyone's against poor Cinderella.
But also, she should have thought of it. She's
not smart. Yeah.
So they're like, there's that magic tree. Go shake it and ask for. Take a guess.
Okay,
dress to go to the ball. Just the dress.
Just that dress. Just like clothes.
That's it. You have unlimited amount of wishes for anything your heart desires, and it's a dress.
Okay.
An outfit for the ball. So technically, the tree is the equivalent of the fairy godmother that Cinderella has in the cartoon. Okay. So she gets dressed, and I think the tree just throws in another freebie, and it's a carousel with horses. Nice. She jumps in it, and obviously we all know the catch. The catch is be home before midnight.
The tree says that?
The pigeons told her that. The birds told her that.
Oh, okay. The birds so no fairy godmother, but tree and birds.
Okay, and the birds, they know all of a sudden that all of this is going to disappear by midnight? Yeah. How do they know?
Right?
Who's been taking
a curfew?
Who's been taking advantage of that tree for that many years? That's why they didn't tell Cinderella.
The birds have clearly.
They've been.
Yeah, the birds have been plotting. They're just starting to get guilty now. We might as well help her.
She's suffering. Really needs it.
Exactly.
And another thing is, oh damn it! I have some alcohol in my system. I can't remember my question.
Oh no.
Oh, once after midnight, can she go back to the tree and be like, "Hey, can you give me back the dress and go back to the ball?"
Yeah, extend my time by an hour or so.
No, the operating hours are between 8 a.m. and midnight.
Listen, the trees have to sleep too. Come on.
That's true.
Can't be just giving out wishes at all hours of the night.
What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Cinderella goes to the ball. She has a blast. And the prince thinks that she's a foreign princess that showed up to the ball. And he starts taking care of her. And I quote, showing her the royal treatment.
Is that where it came from?
Wink, wink.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if they meant it as a double entendre.
little make out in the garden,
All they say in the story is that they're dancing together. That's all they're saying.
Wow. Okay.
And that's just having...
The Grimms are not shy about this stuff.
So did he...
Always.
Yeah, not. But did the prince ask her if she was a royal, a foreign princess? Or he just assumes and they'd never talk about it?
Rouba, how dare you? How dare you think that he
I don't
asks
know.
those questions?
How dare he ask such questions?
How dare you think that he actually cares about her opinion?
But because he thinks she's she's a princess from a foreign country.
He knows until proven otherwise.
Okay, he's the prince. He decides where everyone is from. Okay, yeah. Right? Sorry, Polly.
He probably doesn't even ask her name at this point. Like, he's probably just like, dance with me, come with me, let's go out here, or you know.
To be fair, Cinderella's having the time of her life. She's like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. She's like, I
she's
got a dress from a tree. The birds told me about it. It's been a real weird 24 hours.
Listen, the first night out of her life.
That's true.
You're damn right. She's gonna enjoy herself.
Yeah.
She's gonna be burning up in the.
After the pandemic, Cinderella.
Yeah, I was gonna say, our first night out after COVID is gonna be basically channeling inner Cinderella.
Oh, 100%.
So that's what she's doing. She's having the time of her life. It doesn't matter. There's nothing planned right now. You know, he thinks she's a princess. No. She doesn't care because she's just like dancing. She just wants to have fun. And that's what happens. Now, Cinderella got a little bit smarter because it's the strike of midnight just before she went back home. Everything went back to normal. And when her stepsisters came back home, she didn't tell them.
Oh, good. Smart.
Good. We're learning.
We're learning.
Okay.
This time around, she decided that, you know what? I'm going to be smart and I'm not going to say anything.
They did not see her at the ball?
Rouba, how dare you think that people recognize each other's faces?
Sorry. Didn't they think, oh, who's this girl the prince is giving the royal treatment to? No one asked the question? Nobody's curious to know who she is?
You know what's funny? Is that Cinderella was able to make out her sisters dancing with the prince from the house, from the pigeon coop. But her sister was in the same ballroom.
And they didn't even see. They couldn't see. Yeah, makes total sense. Brothers Grimm. Makes total sense.
But, you know, it's like, maybe they didn't recognize her when her face wasn't covered in ashes, you know? Because it's like, they're because like it's like when someone, you know, in the movies where it's like the girl like has glasses and then she takes off her glasses and new person.
Oh, who is this beautiful girl?
Who is this? Oh, now she's hot. Like,
yeah, so that's the ashes. Yeah,
they're using that same line of thinking. I feel
like Superman, Clark Kent.
Yeah, Superman is Superman.
Hondo P. I believe that. Cool. I believe that. So that's what happened. They didn't recognize her. They came back, but they were pissed, the stepsisters. This time around, they weren't as chatty as the first time. Because this time around, they came back and they were pissed. They're like, ugh, there's this new girl. We don't like her.
Oh, so they did notice.
Yeah, no, they did notice. But they didn't know it was Cinderella, obviously. So they were so pissed because she hugged the prince and we don't like that. And, ugh, we'll show her tomorrow.
Yeah, because he's jealous.
Mm-hmm. The third night, it's closing night at the ball rave. People are pumping it up. The prince is going to choose his bride. People are really, you know, pulling their last act together.
Wow, this is that do or die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's now or never.
Is there like an elimination process like The Bachelor, or everyone is...
Oh, imagine.
Or everyone's invited all 3 nights?
No, everybody's invited.
Imagine? Oh, okay. Because it would be nice, like a night 1, like you're dismissed. You don't need to come back. You guys, I want to see you again tomorrow. No. I would
love that.
I would watch that. So
that needs to be the next reality show. Just like a straight night of balls, and like bring back balls.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We need
balls.
Make
the case for balls.
Getting dressed up and like chandeliers everywhere and like
everything, the dances, like
I'm so down for that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, but then obviously someone being like, you know, you don't need to come back again.
Yeah, it's like
that's great TV.
Amazing elimination. You know, you're this group. we're gonna ask you not to show up tomorrow.
It's gonna be a no from me.
Yeah, exactly. We love it.
So
I
basically,
don't
we have a hit show. And
Let's just make it
ABC,
happen.
take notes.
yeah, stay tuned.
Make ball with Prince.
Elimination process.
Eliminate
Elimination
girls
process.
each night.
Yeah.
We could make it like a group thing too, you know? Like, okay, because The Bachelor has, you know, the single good women. We can do like groups kind of thing, you know? Like best friends or couples or friend groups or I don't know, like mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take notes.
Uh-huh.
Send in our ideas, and then we'll see what catches. You know, we'll see.
We have a Google Doc going. It's fine.
We'll see what catches.
Yeah, it's all to be expanded upon at a later date. Stay tuned. I'm done.
The third night is here. People are pumped. They're on the third night of the ball. The stepsisters are getting ready. They're heading out. Cinderella has her nasty little secret where she's waiting for everyone to leave. She's gonna pick her legumes with the help of the birds and go back to that tree to get an even more beautiful dress this time around. It's like a golden dress with golden slippers.
Gold.
Not glass, but gold. Okay.
This is so creative, guys. They changed gold into glass. I mean, they're so creative.
So we're on night 3. Everybody's there. Everybody's getting ready. Cinderella got her magic dress. What we don't know is that the prince apparently was very charmed by Cinderella that night before. And the second night, he really wanted to know who that woman is and who that princess is. So to do that, he placed a lot of guards on the alleyway where everybody goes and leaves so that he can track her coming and going.
Like,
right.
No need to ask. Like, asking is too easy.
That's it. Asking is too easy. You have to make a big thing.
No, hire guard.
Why ask? Yeah, for sure. Why ask?
Well,
because
too easy.
It's he doesn't ask.
Yeah, he's the prince.
He knows
he's
the
prince.
He just stalks.
He just does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stalks. Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something worse that he did?
Oh.
He painted the stairs black to slow her down when she leaves the castle.
First of all, how does a color slow us down?
Apparently, if you
need to understand the science.
If you paint stairs black, the perspective differs. So you need to slow down going down the stairs.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Arrested Development.
And 10%.
Not a magic trick, Michael. It's an illusion.
Illusion. Can't. So wait. So now he is like, I'm so confused. Like, this is where it gets dark. I feel like this is the turn that it's taking.
He's capturing her. He's
basically
her.
It's a hostage situation.
Just ask. You know what I mean? Just ask. She would be willing to tell you. I'm sure. You know, being pure as she is, she's gonna say the truth.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Yo, like I live over there." Not far, apparently, if I can see, like, you dancing from my pigeon coop.
Which I don't have, by the way, anymore.
Which I don't have anymore because I'm being abused.
I hate them. I hate those I live with.
I hate them. They hate me.
So you want to do this thing? Let's get together.
So are we gonna, like, you know, marry? Like, only if you want.
Is this going somewhere? Is this gonna... Yeah. I feel like it's gonna go somewhere.
No pressure, but if I don't marry you, I'll probably die, but no pressure.
Yeah.
If you don't marry me right now, you're kind of encouraging my abuse, so...
Yeah.
No pressure.
You're liable. So the stairs are black.
So the stairs are black, so she can go down those stairs quickly when she runs away.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's so much effort. I mean...
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
way too much.
So creepy, too.
They had a lot of time back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had more time for plotting. So much more time.
I wonder how
has
we
any
spend
time
the
for
day.
plotting anymore, you know?
Nobody. Like when was the last time you heard a good plot?
You know,
Like a good scheme.
I just miss a good plot.
Yeah. Like executed so well from point A to point B. Like there it is. Bring back schemes.
And traps. I can go with traps. I feel they're less elaborate than schemes, but still as bad.
Traps are great. Traps are like the lesser of the schemes. Like, it's less harmless.
Traps are straight to the point, you know? It's a trap.
Yeah.
You fall in it or for it.
Yeah.
And then game over. Schemes, there's a lot of planning involved.
There's a lot of moving parts, too.
A lot of room for things to go wrong.
I wonder what the prince's morning was like, you know? It's like, guys.
He woke up, he's like, guards, paint the stairs. And they're like,
like, oh, but this guy again.
What is it this time? Go get the paint.
Yeah. The prince is scheming.
Scheme o'clock. Time for the paint.
It's that time of the month.
It's like, you can't just ask the girl her name. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Just could have done that. No. Paint.
And I bet when the guards are painting, they're like, you know, he could have just asked for her fucking name. Like,
he could have just asked for her number.
Find this shit again.
Just her address. Like, man, we can see her.
We can see
right
her.
There.
She lives over there. She's right there. She's watching us do this.
In the house that used to have the coop. It's right there. Let's go get her.
I wonder what happened with the coop. I wonder what happened with the coop, eh?
Wasn't there a coop over there? Oh yeah, there used to be a coop. Oh.
Oh my god, those guards are really not liking their lives right now.
No.
Just another day.
They're the only sane people in the story.
They're just doing as told.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So Cinderella's having the time of her life. You know, she's dancing. She's having fun.
Yeah.
And she forgot herself a little bit. You know, she lost herself in the music. So
as we do.
As we do.
It's only normal. Yeah. And the clock starts striking midnight. She's freaking out. She's like, fuck. I need to get out of here. I need to get the fuck out of here. She starts running. And the prince is like, girl, stay. We chilling. We vibing. Like, why you gotta go?
Yeah.
And she looks at him and she's like, boy, I gotta go. Like, I gotta skedaddle. Thank
boy,
you,
bye.
but...
Boy, bye.
She's like, okay, see ya, or not. I don't care. I just need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
She's running, right? She's going down those black stairs.
Oh, boy.
And her slipper gets caught, obviously, the normal story. Her slipper gets caught. She doesn't go back to get it. She keeps on running, and she hides in the bushes right next to the stairs. And she tries to find her way away from there. Mm-hmm. So when the prince catches up with her, he doesn't actually catch up with her, but when the prince runs after her, he finds that slipper, picks it up, and he goes to the guards, and he tells them, did you see the princess leave from here? But because everything disappeared, like her chariot disappeared and everything, they didn't see her leave from there. And she hid, right? She was hiding. Mm-hmm. So, mystery not solved for the prince, and Cinderella just walks back home.
Okay.
She's back
Which is not far, again.
Yeah, no, again. I was gonna say,
like
not a far
steps,
walk.
she's there.
I mean, it's walkable distance, obviously.
She can see.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can.
It's right there.
It's like, do you see something rumbling over there? That's her. Like, you know, the tree, the thing that moved right now. That's
guards.
her.
Did you see where the princess goes?
Yeah, right there, man.
Can you not see what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
They literally hate the prince, so that's why they're just like, oh, like this is so, like, we don't even want him to find this girl.
I did not see the girl. Okay, no,
Yeah, like no,
just
no.
Disappeared? Yes, she disappeared. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
disappeared.
did into thin air. Boop.
Yeah.
There she went.
We don't know.
1 minute she was here, the next minute gone. Sorry.
What's next? What do we do now?
Bad,
Unpaint?
yeah.
Repaint the stairs.
Unpaint it? What? What?
Your scheme sucks.
It's that one brave guard that yells.
He's from the back. Scheme sucks.
And he's crying. He's like, no, you suck. And then he goes back to the castle to skin some more.
With the shoe.
The slipper.
I must find the maiden who fits the slipper.
It's like it's like we must find her.
Like, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go to each person. We're gonna try a thing. Yeah,
He's like, exactly.
He's like, exactly that.
sure.
They're like, why do we even bother?
Well, to add to that, he's like, yeah, exactly what's gonna happen. It's like, no, I was joking. He's like, no,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go around the whole town, the whole village, the whole kingdom, and we're gonna find the girl whose foot would fit into this shoe.
So much time back then.
If the
So
shoe
much time.
fits.
But so much
Oy,
time
oy, oy.
and so little planning. It's like a lot of girls
no.
have the same foot size.
Apparently not. You know, apparently it's
In
like
this
it's
kingdom.
like fingerprints. There's each has their
Shoe
own.
size.
So that's what the prince was out to do. He went on
Right.
and he started looking because, looking at faces is too mainstream. He's a cool prince.
Seriously,
He's a hipster
though.
prince.
That's a
Oh
really
my
good. That's a really
gosh.
good point. There is a problem with recognizing people in this story.
This kingdom in general.
Like just going into each okay, listen, fine, poorly executed, fine, they have to go to each, but looking is not enough for them.
No, never.
Why didn't he do like a fourth night of ball?
Yeah, could have just done one more night, man.
Genius,
But,
genius,
You know,
genius.
Anyway, clearly they were not the thinkers of the generation.
Too easy.
19th century was not our best century.
No, it wasn't our best work.
So he goes, and obviously, for the sake of the story, none of the women and the maidens of the town fit the shoe that he was looking for.
So he
Of
he already went to each house, and he went to Cinderella's house.
The prince is going around. He turns and whatever. He does the tour. And he shows up to the stepsisters and Cinderella's house.
Okay.
The stepmom shows up at this point. She's mentioned in the story. And she goes to tell her daughters, listen up, girls. The prince is here to, the word went around and everybody knows that the prince is looking for the woman whose foot would match the shoe.
Right.
If the shoe doesn't fit, she goes on to tell them, if the shoe doesn't fit, here's a knife. Cut your foot off to make it fit.
And there it is.
That's
Yeah.
just messed up.
Yeah.
So the eldest, she goes to the chambers to try on the shoe. Her toes go in, but her heel doesn't go in. And she goes on to cut off her heel.
Her heel?
Her heel.
Why doesn't she cut off her toe?
Oh, that's kept for something else. I'll tell you later.
Okay, because like it's
What?
a shoe. Like if it you just cut and it'll fit.
I mean, why are you suggesting to cut anything?
I mean, if you have to cut something, I mean, if you have to, wouldn't you rather cut off the tip of your toe than your heel?
This is the sickest would you rather?
I was gonna say, I can't even play this game.
No, but your heel, like that, what you're cutting off, you can't even cut that off. That's like that's bone. That's like already like, what do you, okay. this is becoming very tricky with anatomy, but oh my gosh. So she cut her heel? Really?
Okay, she cut her heel.
Okay, fine. We accept it.
I don't think
could have cut your toes though. Could have.
I don't think that's where the problem is though. Cuz she cuts her heel, and I'm guessing it's a very heavily, blooded area there. Right? There's a lot of capillaries, arteries. I'm sure
There's blood.
You're bleeding out.
You're bleeding.
Like that's no good.
But
You're
also,
bleeding
can't
the
they
fuck
see
out.
the blood?
Well, exactly my point, because the prince looks and he's like, "Oh, it fits. Let's go. You're my bride."
Wait, no, he doesn't see any bleeding?
He goes to
This guy, man.
He takes her into the carriage.
He doesn't see a difference. He's like, "Oh, it's you.
It's you.
Oh, we've been dancing for 2 nights in a row.
There you are."
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, but Prince, like, it doesn't matter. The foot fits. He takes her into the carriage. They pull out.
Oh, okay.
Of the driveway.
Some blood stain behind them.
And he doesn't realize it until the 2 birds that have been helping Cinderella fly over the carriage and tell him, it's like, yo, dude, you got a situation there. Like,
this guy sucks.
What was his response?
So hold up. So they tell him, that's not your bride. Look at her foot. It's like, oh damn. There's a little blood. Okay.
That's what he says. Not like, oh damn, there's 2 talking birds right now.
No, I don't think so. And
makes sense.
He takes her back home. Now, at this point, wouldn't you think, as a logical, healthy person, you'd be like, this is a house of creepyoids. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before they create any more drama.
No, he just thinks, she's so in love with me that she cut off her heel. That's so sweet. But I can't, I'm looking for this other girl. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, that's his deal. That's how...
Yeah, that's exactly his thought process. He's going, someone is so in love with me and obsessed with me that they did this.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, cute, adorable, endearing.
Oh, goodness.
Sweet.
That's
good quality woman.
That's really terrible.
Devoted.
Because he doesn't
devoted.
I look for that in a wife.
She's ride or die, baby.
Well, she died, bitch. Like, she's not okay.
Yeah, she's clearly...
Bitch is dead.
Like, the bitch got no foot.
It's not from the blood, it's from the infection.
Yeah, the gangrene got her.
So instead of him just moonwalking the hell out of this house, he asks, like, hey, do you have another person that we could try this?
Well, yeah, he has to check all persons.
Yeah. He's got to check. Yeah, he's not giving up easy.
No.
Not by a landslide.
Oh, wow.
So the stepmother, she's like, yeah, I got a second daughter. Here.
Oh.
The second daughter goes in to try on the foot, the slipper. Obviously, her foot is bigger than the slipper, so she goes on to cut off her toes.
Smarter.
Oh, okay.
This is what the first one should have done. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Less blood.
But she's dead now, so
she's without a heel now.
What's
the trade-off? I mean, let's assume she pulled it off. She got to the castle, and she's his bride now. What is she gonna how is she gonna explain this whole situation? Oh, honey,
when he notices she has no toes
or heels, yeah.
Or she's still bleeding, but in the white wedding dress, and there's just this red stain.
How is she gonna explain that?
Like a red trail following her around.
Yeah, like a red trail. She's walking down the aisle. It's just this thing that I did. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal if we don't make it a big deal. You know? Don't give it energy.
Don't engage with this right now. Okay, thanks.
Disregard.
Give it attention. It will take attention. Stop.
ignore. Deny. Your foot's bleeding. No, it's not.
You're bleeding.
The pain.
Take to the stairs, black.
It's the pain. Ask the guards later, you'll see.
Yeah. It's fine.
The guards would know.
Yeah, the guards would. They're like, this is so messed up.
Like, what crazy girl did he bring to us today?
Yeah,
because it's the thing that he does. Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
So
Ruba's over it.
No, like the guard.
The guards. Oh, again. Yeah.
That's what's happening.
You're like, oh, it's Tuesday. Like, it's what it is.
So that second stepsister fits her foot into the slipper by cutting her toes. And she steps out. The prince... Again, if you make a mistake, you kind of double check.
You learn from your mistake.
Yeah.
You double check the second time around. And it's from the same household, so maybe it could happen again. He does not. He picks up the girl, puts her in the carriage, and he's like, "You're my bride now." And they drive off. Until the two birds
again
need to fly above them and be like, "This is not your girl, dude."
It's a really busy day for these birds.
I know. And also, they could just say, it's not her, but it is the other girl. Like, they can just say.
Anyway.
They did not. They could have saved...
Again.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed, this one.
They could have saved so much time. So after that, he brings her back. And he asks another time, "Do you have another girl in the house?" The stepmom is like, "No, we just have this person. She's not."
We call her Ash Face, but
literally.
Ash Face.
Don't worry about it. But don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get mixed up with the likes of her. It's like, no, I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh, another girl, another potential bride for me? Another
also,
woman obsessed with me? Bring it on."
I love it. I love the attention. Let's do it. So Cinderella goes to wash her face and shows up and wears the slipper. And it fits.
Does he ask questions?
Yeah.
He does not. Does he?
Again, he doesn't check.
He's just like, "My bride.
My bride. It is I, your man, and your prince. It is you, my princess. Let's go."
Okay.
And apparently he recognized her by looking at her feet.
Okay, so foot fetish alert.
But also, when did he see her feet when they were together? So how would he recognize feet? And why doesn't he recognize face? Like, why does he recognize feet and not face?
Do you guys think he's very, very short?
Oh, they just didn't include that detail. Unless that royal treatment, he was like, "Show me your feet."
Oh.
Little,
little footwork.
I mean, they couldn't go like all, they couldn't go all the way back then, but it's like, little foot action.
Little foot action.
Little peek here.
Little peek, like, "Show me your feet." She takes off her shoes, like, "Oh." Just like I imagined.
Oh my god, that's...
No. You know who's the biggest loser of the story? Like, who lost the most? It's definitely the stepsisters, you guys.
I mean, they have they destroyed themselves.
Not even the stepmom. The stepmom doesn't fucking care. She just wanted the money, probably, or the status. But the stepsisters, and that's for life, you guys. It's not like they're gonna grow back up. Toes are gone. Heels are gone.
It's rough.
If I learned anything from this story, it's, never listen to your mama.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Or like,
ask questions.
Yeah, if the shoe doesn't fit, you might want to try another shoe.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God.
it might be time for another shoe.
If the prince doesn't realize that you're bleeding your life out, maybe he's not for you.
He's not your man.
If he can't recognize your face but recognize your feet,
red
you
flag.
know, red flag. Ask questions again. I mean, what happened after he recognized her feet?
They just went ahead and got married.
Got married.
Oh,
And
happily
she
ever
went
after.
Happily ever after? Is that how it ends? Were there consequences? Were there consequences for the women, for the sisters and the mother?
Other than the fact that they don't have feet no more?
For abusing her?
Yeah.
Nothing mentioned.
We didn't get a follow-up.
I feel like there's an old story, Cinderella-like, where the sisters were then tortured for life for torturing her. Cinderella's stepsisters resort to self-administered plastic surgery. One cuts off her toes, the other cuts off her heel. When they are forced to end Cinderella's eventual wedding to the prince, they have their eyes pecked out by birds.
Oh.
That is bad. But I remember something that said about the Brothers Grimm stories, the fact that every version after the other would get a little more child friendly, because there were versions of those stories, older versions, that were really gruesome,
messed up.
Yeah.
So
they probably started making money, and they were like, "Oh shit, there's a market for this, and we can't scare kids as much."
Absolutely, I think so too.
Oh man.
So that's the Cinderella story.
Wow.
Great story.
I mean,
pretty insane, eh?
They did not disappoint.
Definitely some plot holes.
Definitely. A whole...
Definitely.
As there have been.
A shitload of.
As there have been.
A shitload of that.
I did miss the mice as her helpers. Because they were great characters in the movie, I have to say. Like some much needed comic relief from them. The painting, Cinderella, the songs, but it was really the painting the stairs black.
Yeah,
that was a surprise for me too.
That's really just like that's where it really turned.
The birds that were a little weird.
Yeah,
that kind of also caught me off guard. I mean, the fact that they talked did not they put me off guard.
Yeah.
It was what they were saying. Where's the dad?
Where's the dad?
Where's the stepmother? She's not as involved.
No.
I feel like I needed more. I needed more.
More meat.
And the tree. I mean, the tree had so much potential to be...
It really did.
To be something more.
Also, I feel like, again, like, she's the secondary character. Like, all this stuff is happening to her, and you don't know how she feels. You don't know. We don't know anymore. Like, obviously she had a great time at the ball.
That's true.
And, like, obviously she wanted to marry the prince.
But she didn't say. Like, did she fall in love with the prince?
Yeah, like...
Did you want to marry him, regardless of the fact that...
Because, I mean, at this point, he would have married anybody who fit the shoe.
Like, she said she wanted to go to the ball, but did she want to meet the prince?
Yeah.
I mean, did she just want to go have fun? Like, maybe say more.
Yeah.
I needed more.
Yeah, same.
I agree.
Same.
So this concludes the end of our first ever episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been honestly a blast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, review, send feedback. I don't know, anything you want, really, just click on a button and it should do something. If you want, also, you can follow us on Instagram or on YouTube to see how we gesture a lot and have a lot of facial expressions while we speak. So that's fun. And we'll catch you next week for another episode. See ya.